It's Dark Arts Weekend. I'm Professorvoqas, and this is Harry Potter Wizards Unite.
Hello, Professor. I didn't see you there.
It's a little after 2 o'clock, and I'm opening up the game. I did what I was playing this morning, but I closed it so I could open it so we could start this event together. I'm up at Baum Park because big park, lots of spawn areas, so I can move from one area to the next and hopefully build up Dark Arts family XP, as well as go ahead and start returning all those Fandables that want me to return. But definitely a big park like this is best for what we're trying to do. When you're trying to get a lot of Fandables, you really want an area with just lots of different spawn points. The SOS Task Force has issued you a special assignment. Check your assignments to get started earning rewards. There you go. So let's head over to, yeah, you can see my daily assignments. I'm ready 6 out of 7. I think I need to brew a potion. I have a tonic for trace detection brewing. That's going to take me a while. Let's make sure everything is the same. 10 wizarding challenges, 25 foes, 2,000, 25, 20, 15. Yeah, nothing's changed except for the fact that the Nocturne Alley sign is now the guaranteed foundable. Speaking of which, let's go ahead over to the registry and let's do some things. We may run a fortress first, but if you look, Borgin and Burke's, I've got the Vanishing Cabinet. Nocturne Alley, 24 out of 25. I've been running a ton of fortresses. I ran it down till I had 0 energy left. I'm back up now. I actually went to a couple places this morning running errands and made sure to not try to use any, and I just collected and collected and collected and used my in-charms. Anyway, Nocturne Alley, 24 out of 25, but then Magic is Might, 14 out of 14. Tom Riddle Sr.'s Gravestone, 14 out of 14. I ran a ton of fortresses. I'm almost out of Dark Arts Runestones. I will say, again, RNG, I actually built up Tom Riddle Sr.'s Gravestone first, and man, did I keep getting extra pieces of that over and over and over. So I have those 2 images right there. Nocturne's almost ready to go in the Vanishing Cabinet. So what I would like to do is actually, let's go run a fortress. Let's go right up to Forest 4 or above. Let's see if anybody's in Forest 4 right now. Nope. You know what though? We'll go to a Forest 4, and I'm going to use a Dark Arts Runestone. You can see 4 level 5 runestones left. That's all I've got. I used all the rest. Let's wait here for a moment and see if we get anybody to come in. We don't even need a full group, although if we get at least 3 people, we'll get that requirement done. Nice, that did not take too long. Got 2 Magizoologists, 2 Professors, and 1 Auror. So we'll see who gets focus passed to them, if anybody. I have a strong invigoration draft because I think I got that as a reward from something, so I'll go ahead and throw proficiency down, and then I'll start going after something. Got to hit a Death Eater because there's nothing else available. I'm going to use a strong Extimulo because I have so many and I still need to meet that achievement, so I might as well use them. Oh man, I still don't do much damage. I'm probably going to take a fair amount too. Okay, that's good. I can at least go back and forth with this guy. There we go. That took me a fair number of hits, but luckily he wasn't hitting me for too much, so I should have enough to start throwing some shields down. Let's hit the Auror first, and I'm going to hit one of my Magizoologists. And then I'll go after this Pixie. All right, Pixie taken care of. I see Bravery's been cast already too, which is nice. And I can go ahead and shield that other Magizoologist. And as soon as I get one more focus, I can shield myself. The other Professors, I mean, they can shield themselves, so usually I let them shield themselves. There's another Pixie. I'll go after this. Probably use another Extimulo because why not? Again, I need to use them. I have a bunch. I'm just going to use a regular Extimulo. Nice. All right, so by beating that, I should have enough focus. Yep, I should be able to shield myself. That other Auror needs to, the other Professor needs to shield themselves at some point. All right, well, there's nothing else to fight, so this formidable Death Eater, definitely the lowest thing, the best thing I could potentially go after, because everything else is also harder for me to kill. Now that I'm shielded and with proficiency, though, even these guys just don't do a lot of damage, which is great, especially in Forest 4. There we go, took care of him. Now I should be able to, oh, we're on the last guy. Oh, I can't even hex him. I can shield that Professor, never shielded themselves. Looking back now though, things weren't hurting us that much. Even the Pixies that usually do a lot. All right, so I should get a guaranteed Nocturne Alley. And there it is. And a secrecy sensor, which I think I haven't even built that up once yet, so that'll be great. Nice. So that got me 10 family experience already. That got me a bunch of stuff, actually. Oh, nice. And also, I just finished walking a port key. Let's go ahead and put the next one in. But let's get over to special assignments. Let's see what that netted us. Obviously one wizarding challenge with 3 teammates. 4 foes is all I beat that challenge. And then 10 out of the 2,000. But we're about to put a huge chunk in it because we're going to go to the registry and we're placing some images now. So first let's start with the Vanishing Cabinet. That gave me, oh, nice. That gave me 200. I didn't realize, I was thinking it was more like 100. I didn't think it was high threat enough. Good. Another runestone. I can use those since I'm running so low. Don't forget, though, Dark Arts Traces have a chance to drop level 1, 2, and 3 runestones, I believe. Maybe just 1 and 2. It doesn't really matter. Low-level runestones, so just keep returning those and you'll gather up runestones. All right, I don't know why I left the registry. So now, Nocturne Alley Sign, which is the green star on this page. I hadn't done that yet. That gets me 1,200 family experience, so that'll be nice. Yep, I'm at 1410 out of 2,000. I'm almost there already. Nice, couple more runestones. I said a couple more runestones. It's 1,200 family experience, which means I'm going to get 12 rank ups, and which means 12 runestones. So it wasn't a couple runestones, it was 12. Anyway, let's put the Magic is Might statue. Look, I'm getting it right now too. I finally have got it in my brain. Magic is Might, Magic is Might, Magic is Might. Mainly because I finally went to look back up, like, what is that from again? The Magic is Might? And it was when, and then I remembered, oh wait, Fallen Ministry Atrium. It's when the ministry finally fell and then Magic is Might statue got put up in the Atrium to represent that they wanted to rule over Muggles, Voldemort, all that. Anyway, Tom Riddle Sr.'s gravestone. Let's go ahead and place that image. Another 250, so it'll be 2.5 rank ups, but since I'm past 50, it means it's going to be 3 rank ups. Haven't gotten a Trace Charm recharge from this. I did get one earlier this morning, just from one random Mysterious Artifacts rank up, so it was nice, because I had used most of my Trace Charms. So that's all my Dark Arts images. So let's back out and let's go over to the registry. Special assignments, 1910 out of 2,000. So we are barely into the event, but because I saved those images and ran fortresses like crazy, I'm almost done with that requirement. So really it's all the rest, which is going to get me way more than what I need. The returning 25 portraits, 20 Percival Graves, 15 Tom Riddles. So we're not going to tackle the fortress tasks right now. We are, since I'm at this park and there's lots of spawns, and I've been here before, the big lake, lots of inns around and that type of thing, lots of spawn areas that I can go from area to area and give them time to kind of respawn. So we're going to go and try to knock out all those 25, 20, and 15. Speaking of which, so you see now I'm up to 3 out of 5 Trace Charms. I think I was at 0 this morning, or no, it was at 1 this morning. I got the Trace Charm recharge, and then I already walked the 0.25 and had used my Greenhouse Charm and my Inn Charm. You can see they're both gone already. I had used those, so I went ahead and did that. So Trace Charms, if I had a recommendation for that, it's to go after Tom Riddle. Even if you see other good emergency foundables, I guess if you're in my situation where you're almost done with the family XP, then maybe not. But since Tom Riddle, even on this page for me, gets me 200, and it's 4 out of 5. Every time you see a Tom Riddle, if you hit it and then you clone it and you get both of them, this means you return both of them, use potions, whatever, you should get 4 fragments. So if you use Trace Charm on him over and over, in addition to the other ones you get, you should be able to place his image more than once. In fact, a bunch of times if you're using the Trace Charm. And out of the 3 here, he gets you the most, no matter what level you're on, because he's emergency level. So probably your best bang for your buck on your Trace Charm, as long as it's cloning. Don't forget, if it comes from a tonic, it's not going to clone itself. So you have to, if you're using a tonic and it pops out of Tom Riddle, if you use it, it's not going to clone it, so that's not going to be as good. Look for those wild spawns. Anyway, it is a beautiful day out here. It's not supposed to get past 70 degrees. It's sunny, there's a slight breeze. It is going to be awesome. Let's get walking around. First check-in, and probably not 3 minutes have passed by, because as soon as I finished filming that whole intro, I opened, walked about 10 feet, and a Tom Riddle actually appeared. So I threw that Trace Charm down. You saw the Trace Charm go down, and then I ended up getting 2 Tom Riddles, the clone included, 2 extra. So 3 total. But you saw one of them departed, then the second one departed, then the clone I actually finally got. So I got 2 fragments out of that, but I only needed 1 to place the image. I also got the Percival Graves. So that was a pretty good trace charm, because I ended up getting a Percival and a Tom Riddle off of that, and then the clone would be the next thing. But 2 emergencies, both of them dark arts, so that was pretty cool. Haven't even put a tonic on or a Brufios. I was getting ready to, but then that popped up. So anyway, I'm ready to place the image, so I'm gonna go ahead and place that image, because that's gonna get me another 200 family experience, which is gonna complete my 2,000. There it is. And a rank up, and another, oh yeah, a couple rank ups actually. Cool, there we go. I'm so close to a 3rd rank up. So let's go to special assignments, and let's go ahead and collect the 2,000 dark arts family. 2 strong extimulos, fantastic. By the way, the 2 that departed on me, I used extimulo potions, and I had okay casts, I will say that. But man, they booked right away. 1 cast and they were gone. I didn't even get more than 1. Nice. Well, I figured with the images that I would be able to complete that 2,000 pretty quickly, but I didn't think I would immediately get that Tom Riddle and get to place that, and it would be that quick. So fantastic. Anyway, I do have some dark arts around me right now, so let's get back to collecting those. Next check-in, and things kind of went downhill because my service has been just terrible for some reason. I'm not sure if a tower went down or something, but this park right now that I'm in, you can see, you can see the screen. I've been like this for a while. It just won't even log me in. And that's because it was running so slow in the game and timing out and even trying to delete ingredients just to clear my vault. It couldn't even do that. So I closed the game and reopened it, and then this is where I am. So I'm going to see if it's a different area. And I know it's not Wizards Unite because I actually went to Instagram and I went to Twitter and I went to a couple other things, checked my mail, and everything just is taking forever. And I know I have data left. I checked that. Everything else is fine except for the fact that my phone is just running incredibly slow. So Verizon is not coming through for me on this one. But I'm going to check a different area. It may just be this park. In the past, it's never given me trouble, but we'll see. Anyway, you did see I got a bunch of stuff. Slowly making along. I'd love to show you my up progress, but we'll check in on that once I get back to service. So the next time you see me, we'll either be in a different park or in a different park probably later today when maybe whatever this problem is has resolved itself. Nice. All right, I moved over to a new park and oh look, I get to, well, I may place that image. What am I in, silver? I don't have that green starred, so yeah, we'll place that. Some 10 ministry manuals and some family experience, which should give me a rank up. There you go. A couple rank ups, even better. Oh, Trace Charm Recharge. What a perfect time for that to happen. Nice, because I've gotten a bunch of rank ups that I wasn't recording. I need to just record. That's when they happen. So yeah, Trace Charm Recharge. There you go. All right, so let's go over to Dark Arts. So, okay, so apparently it must have been that park because really as soon as I even left there while driving, I had the game open, not playing it obviously, just in the seat next to me. And it logged in right away and it was you know, running along, things were popping up and stuff. So I kind of knew if I was moving and things were still spawning, that definitely it was refreshing itself. So something was going on with that park this morning, which is a bummer because it is the best park because of the size of it. But I've been here before. This is the Walnut Street Park. Actually, I'll back out and you'll see. Oh, you can see it's just a small corner park, but usually pretty good spawns, and I knew there'd be a ton of energy. I've actually maxed out my energy. Ooh. So you see I'm 7 out of 10 on this. I am actually going to back out because this is the last image I need. I'm throwing a Trace Charm on that and hoping for a clone. Because if I can do that, I can prestige that page over. It's the last thing I need. Oh, I just did a cast. I forgot to put a potion on. I hope he doesn't run away. Okay, let's put a potion on. I'll do a strong extimulo. You can see I don't have any dawdle drafts, nor do I use them for events because they're gonna come back around. It is frustrating when they run away. And I've had a lot of departures today. A lot of Thestrals, a lot of Voldemorts, and a lot of Tom Riddles have departed on me. Him I haven't seen a lot of at all. So that's why I've been behind. That's why I'm throwing that Trace Charm. I want to get the bonus fragments. When I'm this close to, hopefully this is the clone. Boom. And I think I still have, yep, my strong Extimulo still has 4 out of 4. Anyway, I want to prestige as quick as possible, so I'm building up fragments for the next page. And then, of course, fortresses, those fortress foundables I'm going to need full fragments from, so that's going to take a while. Nice. Well, perfect. We're going right to this page anyway. Let's get these rank ups first. All right, so we just got Percival Graves. Let's go ahead and place that image. I'll green star that. That's 120 Dark Arts, so that'll be 1 rank up. And then the Voldemort, I actually had him already. I had him before I left the park. It was one of the last things I did, and then I got a couple of max fragments from him, so nice. Another rank up, some experience, and the red square, what we like to see. Yes, we're prestiging this page. Nice. All right, so all we need to do is crank this out now. The good thing is, so Tom Riddle, I just need 6 fragments, and then 22 and 13 of Voldemort and Percival Graves, respectively. By the end of the event, I think I can do that and get this page to gold. Running fortresses for the 0 out of 21, 0 out of 21 will be a whole different thing. Nocturne Alley, 0 out of 25 also. Speaking of which, let me go over to the event. I opened up some port keys. If you watch my videos, you know I still had some port keys to get another one of these Ginnies. So I just opened up those last 3 that I needed, got those fragments, 1,000 experience, 10 more family experience, gets me a rank up, which is only going to get me scrolls and a runestone. You cannot get a trunk recharge on that. So over at special assignments, let's look at where we are. Still 1 wizarding challenge, because I just did that one that we did together. 25 foes still there, but you can look, 25 Portrait of Voldemort, I've got 10 of them. 4 Percival Graves, like I said, I just haven't seen a lot of him. And then Tom Riddles, you can see 7. I think I had at least 4 or 5 depart on me. So I've seen way more of them than Percival Graves, which honestly, any event that has 3 things like this, any of these wizarding weekends, you have the low, the medium, and the high. It's the medium is always the one. I think it was Puking Pastels last time that was the middle one, and just wasn't seeing as many of those as the high level of the emergency, which is crazy. So I am at 21 out of 25 for foes, but I still need to do 9 more wizarding challenges with 3 teammates. We're going to probably do that. I'm going to probably do it tomorrow. Might do it later tonight. But with you guys right now, we're going to do the 25, 20, and 15. We're trying to put dents in those. So I'm going to go ahead and start hitting all of these areas around here and trying to find as much as I can. Going to throw a tonic on, going to throw a Brufios on, especially here because the spawns aren't going to be quite as big. So I'll catch up with you guys in just a little bit and we'll see how far along I can get in this park. Just finished up a couple of laps around that park. Still not seeing a lot of Percivals, although you did see me, I threw a Trace Charm on a Percival. That's where you saw the 1, I believe, toward the end there. And it got me a Tom Riddle, but then the clone also of the Percival. Now keep in mind, I get more fragments of Percival, but I don't get, it's how many you get. So getting extra fragments doesn't help me for the task. It just helps me with placing the image itself. So let's look here. You can see, well, down at the bottom here, we'll start there. 15 out of 25 on Portrait of Voldemort. I see him decent enough, but I mean, we need 25, so it's just going to take a little while. And then Percival Graves, I'm 9 out of 20, and that includes getting the clone, so that was good. And then Tom Riddle, 12 out of 15. But like I said, I've had a bunch of them depart on me. Percival, haven't had any Percival Graves depart on me, so I've been able to get everyone, which just also means I've been seeing more Tom Riddles than that. Which again, sometimes is the case for these. It's the medium one, the middle rarity one. It seems to be the one that's hardest to get. So anyway, pretty good chunk for today. Good start. And then I did run 1 more fortress to check on something. And we're about to go in and we're going to leave, but we're going to check it out. Is defeat 25 foes in wizarding challenges. So I'll go ahead and collect that. It gets me Snowdrop, which I can use. Although, let's go over to potions. I'll show you what I'm brewing and I'll tell you why too. So potions, There we go. 3 Barufios. This morning, while trying to gather energy, and I actually went over to Waverly Place just because it's relaxing and it's kind of on the way to the park I went this morning. But at Waverly Place, there's 2 greenhouses there, and I went ahead and threw the greenhouse charm on one of them, which always gets me 3 ingredient spawns outside. Well, it was Leaping Toadstool, and there was three bundles, and so I got the 3 bundles, and each of them was 2. So I got 3 bundles of 2, which makes 6, which is enough to brew 3 Barufios, because I have all the other ingredients. I just needed the Leaping Toadstool. So that's why I'm brewing those 3. I finished my tonic for trace detection for the day. By the way, we haven't been to Diagon Alley. My little 3 in the red circle is up there. I can get the complimentary gift, the SOS bundle, and the ministry supplies bundle. I'm not buying any, but the complimentary gift, since I'm almost at max energy and I can still gather energy here right now, I don't want to go over because then I can't gather energy here. I'm going to save it for tomorrow or the next day when I like really need it. Probably when I'm at home and running out of energy from running fortresses usually. Which segues right into my next thing, which we're going to go to a fortress real quick. So, going on the night bus. Yep, okay. So, it doesn't really matter. We'll go to Ruins Chamber 5. We're not even going in. Dark Arts Runestone, and I'll go ahead and hit that. And I'll have 2 minutes now because I want to get out. We're not going to go into this. So, Nocturne Alley sign has been, it's guaranteed 4 or higher. Okay, fine. We're not going to get Magic is Might, and we're not going to get the Tom Riddle Sr. in those higher chambers. I did not realize that it also means you can't get them at all. In the lower level chambers, it's still only Nocturne Alley. It's just not 100%. Because if you look right here, no, 5 other people. If you look in the chamber rewards, it only lists Nocturne Alley. You can't even get the other ones. I'm going to go ahead and leave the chamber. Sorry, guys. You can do it. It's only Ruins 5. But you can only get the Nocturne Alley. So that means on this page of the registry right here, the Fallen Ministry Atrium, it's right now impossible for me to get either of those fragments. Except for, I suppose, a port key could potentially drop that. I don't even think that's the case. Doesn't matter. You can't get it from fortresses. I can use a Dark Arts Runestone. I can go in. No matter what happens, it'll only give me Nocturne Alley. 100% 4 or higher, but below that, whatever the percentage chance is for whatever chamber you're in, you're going to get Nocturne Alley, though. I can't get these. So I cannot get this page to gold during the event. I have to wait for the event to end and then get 42 fragments of these 2. I can't do it while I'm getting Dark Arts Runestones. Which means if Tom Riddle, which is 7 out of 7 right now, let's place his image because I need the green star anyway. So there we go. Should be some rank ups. Yep, so there are some rank ups there. But, for example, right now, if I get 7 more fragments, no big deal. I can carry those 7 fragments over to the gold page. But if I get more than 7 more fragments, now they're starting to go to waste because I can't prestige this page over. And it's impossible. It's not a matter of effort. It's right now the game won't let me because it'll only give me Nocturne Alley. So port key, that can be very frustrating. Port key games is you're not even allowing us to potentially get these because of Nocturne Alley. Make Nocturne Alley the Forest 4 and higher, fine. But it still let me have the potential to get them in the lower chambers. So that'll be kind of a bummer. So my goal really now is just to fill up Percival, fill up Voldemort, and Tom Riddle. I already placed him. Place those images and then build back up. And then at that point, I can only carry over that number. I can't actually get any higher than that on the gold, for the gold page, I should say, not on the gold page. Anyway, and then after the event's over, then I can run fortresses again, and I can go ahead and get these fragments and then finally get this to gold. But kind of a bummer that it means it's impossible for me to get it to gold right now. In the registry, a couple more red dots here. Let's see what they are. I think there's some, there's an image placement down here. Godric Gryffindor, I'm not green starred on this page yet, so place him. Saw a couple of him actually at the park, so that was kind of cool. Legends of Hogwarts, just a rank up, I think. Yeah, just a rank up. And then Ministry of Magic, I believe I actually have an image to place here. Where is it? Yeah, oh, that's right, it's in the back. Veil, 10 out of 10. And then I still have the Fountain of Magical Brethren statue. I still have to get that from fortresses, so no big deal. I'm going to hold on to those 10 fragments. Bogrod is also waiting. But these are Ministry of Magic, which we do have something later this month that's going to do with that, which is the Makeup September Community Day. So it may actually involve placing images or getting family experience. So I'm just going to hold on to these. The odds I see another veil are pretty low. I don't ever see it. I think that's it, though. Yeah, just that. And then I believe in oddities, I have 2 images on this page, the centaur and the vampire. But I just need 5 more of the bow, so I'm going to hold on to those. I'll carry them over to the silver page. It'll be better that way. Good start to the event. I always go into these, and I always feel like I need to do everything in one day, and then I forget it's a whole weekend. I have all day Saturday and Sunday, and a good portion of Monday, because for me it's until 2 p.m. since I'm on the East Coast of the United States. So I really got lots of time to finish all that stuff, and then build fragments back up, that type of thing. A couple other things that I failed to mention in yesterday's video. One of those is Pokemon Go and Ingress, both 2 other games that are in the same vein of Harry Potter. They're both, Niantic is involved with both of them, the company that has invented this whole AR mapping and using the maps, and Portkey Games works with Niantic to make it. Anyway, those 2 games are actually rolling back to pre-COVID situation, meaning things that they put in place, like extra, for us, it would be like extra energy and the night bus and things that they put in place. Those 2 games are actually rolling back, so they're going to kind of pre-COVID world. But so far, Wizards Unite, they haven't said that they will be doing it. We will continue to go how things have been going. But that does potentially mean in the coming weeks that eventually will happen and it'll roll back. They did say the night bus was going to stick around. I don't know if it's going to always be free, if you'll be able to do it unlimited times, or if it's going to cost us coins or something like that. It's hard to say. But those 2 games are rolling stuff back to pre-COVID, but Wizards Unite is not for the time being. The other thing I was going to mention is I did just see that the tasks and all the information for next week's Brilliant event are out. In addition to doing a little more of this event, the Wizarding Weekend, I will put out a guide tomorrow. It will probably be the guide combined with a little bit of what progress I'm making on this. But the guide will be coming out tomorrow, so be on the lookout for that. As always, thank you guys for watching today's episode, and I'll see you tomorrow. Knox.